After 6 years of living in the White House, with tight security, amazing food, and an army of staff ready to assist you every day, what happens after the presidency? What do former presidents do? And most importantly, where do they live after their 6 years of service? Join us today at Finance Per to find out where former presidents live. But first, hit that subscribe button for more videos about finance, technology, and business. Let's start with the latest president to step down the office, Donald Trump. Trump has several properties before his presidency, but today he is currently living in Mar-a-Lago, which means sea to lake in Spanish, and is located in Palm Beach, Florida. He acquired the property in 1985, and he refers to the property as the Winter White House, or Southern White House, during his presidential term. The property boasts a 126-room, 62,500 square feet mansion. He purchased the property for $10 million and is now worth an estimated value of $160 million. Trump also owns a penthouse in Trump Tower. The 3-story penthouse was his primary residence from 1983 to 2019 when he moved to Mar-a-Lago. It was estimated that the property has 11,000 square feet that is worth $64 million. The interior was designed by renowned American interior designer Angelo Donghia, with black lacquered walls, brass, and mahogany. It was later redesigned to a Louis XIV era style with gold-trimmed furniture, marble floors, columns, tables, walls, frescoed ceilings, bronze statues, and crystal chandeliers. A much simpler home is former President Obama's house in Colorama, Washington, D.C. Only planning to rent the 8,200 square foot home in 2016, they decided to buy the property for $8.1 million in 2017. The house has 9 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. It features marble floors and 2 kitchens. It also features floor-to-ceiling windows that look out at a spacious backyard. Aside from the house, the neighborhood is filled with history as well. It was home to former presidents Woodrow Wilson, Howard Taft, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Warren G. Harding, and Herbert Hoover. Speaking of Woodrow Wilson, he was best remembered for leading the nation in the First World War. He bought a Georgian Revival townhouse in Colorama, Washington, D.C. for his wife, Edith. Wilson made several modifications to the house, adding a billiard room, a 1-story brick garage, and an impressive library of over 8,000 books. It is currently preserved today and is considered a time capsule to years of the 1920s. George W. Bush, however, returned to his home state, Texas, and bought a multi-million-dollar 8,500 square foot home in Dallas shortly before the end of his second term in 2009. They also own a ranch between Austin and Dallas, known as Prairie Chapel Ranch, or Bush Ranch. It is a 1,583-acre ranch in McLennan County, Texas. It was acquired in 1999 for $1.3 million and was known as the Western White House during his presidency. Davey Heyman, a professor of architecture at the University of Texas at Austin, designed the 4-bedroom, 4,000 square foot honey-colored limestone single-level home. It was painted white with galvanized tin roof manufactured and installed on-site. Geothermal water pumps also circulate the house. Heyman also stated that every room has a relationship with something in the landscape that's different from the room next door. Each of the rooms feels like a slightly different place. Moving forward, Ronald Reagan's home was in one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in Los Angeles in Bel Air. It was originally purchased for the Reagans by their friends in 1986 for $2.5 million. Nancy Reagan invited LA-based interior designer Ted Graeber, a business partner of Billy Haynes who Nancy Reagan admired. Graeber was able to mix design pieces such as the select antiques that Nancy had inherited from the White House vaults. Peter Schifondo, an interior designer who worked with Graeber, stated that Graeber's style was soft modern, a mix of traditional and modern. The Bel Air house was mid-century modern style, built in 1954, and it was a matter of making their things feel right there. The Reagans also own a 688-acre ranch called Rancho del Cielo, or the Reagan Ranch. The Reagans then bought the ranch for $527,000 in 1974, or about $3 million today. It contains a pond, stables, and barns for horses in a 1,500 square foot house furnished with 1970s style furniture. The ranch was then sold to the Young America's Foundation to preserve a living monument to Reagan's ideas, values, and lasting accomplishments. We also cannot ignore the infamous La Casa Pacifica, the home of former President Richard Nixon. It was a Spanish-style mission revival-style mansion that was modeled after a country home in San Sebastian, Spain. It was built in 1926 for Hamilton H. Cotton and was bought by Nixon in 1969 as a presidential hideaway. He then named the home La Casa Pacifica. He then made alterations to the home. He replaced the tennis court with a swimming pool, and the estate was wrapped by a 1,500-foot C-shaped wall. The garden also contains a magnolia that was taken from the magnolia tree that Andrew Jackson planted at the White House. The property has a 9,000 square feet of living space, with tile and hardwood flooring, an arched doorway, and very detailed groin-vaulted ceilings. Aside from those, the home also features an ocean view office, an entertainer's pavilion, and a master suite with an expanded bathroom and closet area. It features a classic hacienda-style patio courtyard with a hand-painted fountain at the center. And last on our list is Mount Vernon, or George Washington's home. The 8,000-acre property was acquired in 1674 by the Washington family. A mansion was built of wood in a loose Palladian style by George Washington's father, Augustine, in 1734. The interior follows a classical concept of the exterior. It features door cases, moldings, and plasterwork. It also features Palladianism and Neoclassicism in the style of Robert Adam, a British neoclassical architect. Indeed, the former president's homes feature astounding architecture and amazing interior designs. But which one stood out the best for you? Comment down below and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos about finance, technology, and business. Only here at Finance Spur. Have a great day.